Heyo! Oh my god. My microphone is broadcasting to my ears. Hold on. Shut up. I don't want to listen to my own voice. Hello! Hello. Do you remember who I am? My name is Leopold the Morpho... Amorphous... Morphopolis... Leopold... something or another. Hello. I hope you've all been well in my... The game is too loud. In my... relatively lengthy absence, I guess. Last time I talked about how I was gonna try to do another stream before getting some of my wisdom teeth removed. That didn't happen. But I'm here today for some updates and just so we can hang out for a bit. I miss streaming a lot. I miss just doing things just in general, I guess. Meanwhile, there's like this music going on in the background that you either love or hate, I guess. There's no in between as far as like video game music with vocals, especially Sonic music, I guess, is concerned. So yeah. Oh, Morpho is here, I guess. I'm here, yeah. This is the real me, not an imposter. I'm still in my Sonic phase, as you can probably tell. It's been like 2 months, but I still am playing like a lot of Sonic games, basically. Yeah, we're gonna get to that. But for now, let me explain how this is gonna go down. I spent the last, like, what? I wanna say like 3-ish weeks trying to unlock the super hard mode in this game. As you can see by my play, I don't play for like too long periods of time. I also mess around a lot, but yeah, I spent a while trying to unlock the super hard mode, which you needed to get like all A ranks for. I did that, as you can see. It was okay. It was not that bad. I thought it was gonna be way worse. I also spent the past like half hour before the stream started trying to figure out how to crop the screen, not crop the screen, resize it to be like you know, the proper resolution, because it was like stretched on OBS. On my monitor, on my TV screen, it's actually like proper 6:9 or 4:3. I guess it's 4:3. It's not 6:9. Is it 6:9? No, it's 4:3. I'm thinking of 16:9. But yeah, I did it. I think it looks good, right? I hope. I hate the stretched monitors with a passion, so I sure hope it does look good. But yeah, I unlocked this, and today we're gonna try to do this from start to finish while I fuck around with the volume a bit more. And we can hang out, and we can talk, and I can explain what's been going down. Hold on. Let me turn off the... I like my pixels crunchy. Is this turned on? Yeah, it was. Okay, that's better. I hope that's okay for you guys. It's gonna be a bit crunchier, but... Childhood memories, also on the GameCube. Beautiful. I know that this game has a lot of versions. This is the GameCube version. I don't know how much of a difference there is between super hard mode in this version and the others, but we'll see. I do love this overlay that just says super hard, and there's like some red stuff in the borders. I played like the first stage of super hard. It's okay. It's definitely demanding, but I don't know, after getting all of the A ranks with every character, is it really that bad? But hopefully I don't regret being too cocky about it or something. But it should be fine. Yeah, we totally lined up sideways. But yeah, I played this game actually, like you probably already know, or at least some of you. I can't just assume that it's always gonna be the same people watching. I got 2 of my wisdom teeth removed since last stream, and I've been basically recovering from that. The removal and the recovery actually went super well, though. I didn't really feel anything except for like mild discomfort when they were stitching the insides of my mouth. Besides that, it was fine. The problem came with the medication, actually. To the people that were in the Discord, there was a day where, you know, I talked about how I was fine, everything was okay, I recovered well. A few hours after I did that little conversation, I just started to get, this was like on the 3rd day of me having done the extraction, I started to get like extremely dizzy. But you know, I just thought to myself, you know, oh, it's fine. I'm probably just tired or something. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow feeling better. I wake up the next day feeling worse. And this is like after I had to spend the past day like with non-stop hiccups. And I hate the hiccups with a passion. I find them like the most annoying thing in existence. So that was already annoying. I hiccuped that night too, which was painful. But then I woke up the next day and I was like, okay, I'm feeling worse. I'm still hiccuping the moment like I drink anything. So I contacted the doctor. And then he was like, oh, it must be the antibiotics, because, you know, I was taking those to make sure that my teeth wouldn't get like some kind of bacterial infection or something, the holes where my teeth were, I guess. Oop. And then I was like, okay, there's no way I can keep taking this for a whole week. Like, I genuinely could not tell if I was alive or not. You know, like, when you're so dizzy that you kind of feel like you're in a dream or something, it was very hard to tell. So I was like, there's no way I can take this for 4 weeks. And then he was like, okay, take it for 1 more day, and then you can stop and we'll observe. And thankfully nothing happened. Aside from the little fact that as if the recovery period of not being able to do anything wasn't like bad enough. Not that I do a whole lot, I guess, but you know, I couldn't walk my cats and stuff. Void was very helpful during that period. He did most of the things I usually do. If that wasn't bad enough though, because of the dizziness, and this is like gonna sound maybe awful, it was pretty bad. I had to basically lay in bed for like a week. It was that bad. It took me like a week for my labyrinth to properly recover. The sounds were distorted. It was weird as hell. And I was just basically laying down in bed like the entire afternoon, and it was hot to chew. It was not super pleasant, and it was just like me laying down with like some long play of some Sonic game or something on like my laptop, and just me like not knowing if I was actually there or if I died like 7 weeks ago. So that was unpleasant, but thankfully that was the worst that occurred during the whole process. So you know, if I was like missing for a week there in the Discord, I try to be a bit more active there than I am in the channel. I did change my Twitter bio to something along the lines of hiatus for teeth or something. I guess I could change my YouTube description too. I should probably do that, but yeah, I try to be a bit more active in the Discord to let people know, like, you know, I'm not dead. But that week was kind of painful. But then I got better. I removed the stitches already. I still have some gaping holes inside of my mouth. They're not that big, but you know, they're still there. But they don't hurt or anything. So that's good. That's, you know, the wisdom teeth removal, that went okay. I have 2 more to remove still. But you know, that's gonna happen when it does, and at least this time I know to tell the doctor, hey, give me like different medication, please. I don't want to feel that again. April 20th Morpho. I don't get it. April 10th, 20th? I can speak, don't worry about me. I couldn't for a while though, actually, because the stitches were... this is gonna sound more painful than it was. So you don't have to feel like too bad for me or anything, but the stitches were like kind of attached to the inside of one of my cheeks, so I could not open my mouth a whole lot while they were still there. So that was, I mean, it wasn't that bad. It was really only a problem when I wanted to yawn. But aside from that, it was okay. It's a 420 joke. Oh, I see. We're not in April quite yet. Maybe we can make that joke again when we actually get there. But I honestly kind of feel a little ashamed of myself for not having understood. Usually I make 420 jokes just for the sake of the joke, with the Void. And he has no idea what I'm talking about every time, and I have to explain to him every time that it's haha funny number because, you know, funny meme number. But yeah, I did kind of feel 420 Morpho maybe? Not sure if you can really call it that. I've never done, for the record, I've never really done like any substances because I kind of can't, even if I wanted to, which I don't, because of, like, you know, conditions that I won't get into. But it's a good thing that I don't really care about doing that. But if honestly, like, honestly speaking, if that's the kind of feeling people want when they get like a high, I have no idea what people want to do. Like, you want to feel like that? You want to feel like you're fucking disconnected from reality? That's awful. I hated it. I could not like walk without it feeling weird. I would get up to do something in the kitchen, and then I would suddenly realize that I did in fact get up to do something in the kitchen, and I would feel like, you know, the past moments between like me getting up and walking to the kitchen were just like a dream or something. I was just operating on autopilot. I was not actually in control. Like, that's awful. That's fucking terrible. I don't want that in my life, like, ever. You know, not to judge what other people want with their life, but no thank you. I don't want that. I like to feel in control of my body. But that was pretty bad. That was as bad as it got. At least it didn't hurt or anything, surprisingly. I thought it would hurt a lot when, you know, I got home and the anesthesia wore off. But honestly, no, it didn't really hurt. I was obviously taking painkillers, but they worked very well because I didn't really feel any pain. And just a lot of ice. Just me picking like ice cubes and wrapping them in a towel and sticking them to my face to stop the swelling. So that was you know, that was quite the something. Conditions that I won't talk about yet because of woke. What are you talking about? It's because of like my body, not really woke. I don't really condone the usage of anything. You do what you want with your life. You're an adult, I hope. If you're not, please leave. Please don't be here. But yeah, it's actually because of my, you know, existence more than anything. But yeah, that was that. With the teeth. I'm joking, don't worry, I see. But yeah, besides that, besides the, you know, wisdom teeth and the stuff, everything was fine. I went to the doctor. We're still trying to figure out why my teeth hurt. By the way, they still do. That has not changed significantly in any way, I gotta be honest. Although at this point, I'm not even really depressed about it anymore. I'm just annoyed. It's been like 2 months since, you know, the teeth I chomp with are just in pain. It's just a pain. I miss eating peanuts. I love peanuts. I love eating peanuts. We recently went to a nearby town, and my mom and my dad, or my stepfather, and Void were all eating peanuts in the car, and I was just there like, I really wish I could eat those. But not really in like a... you know, don't eat those in front of me, please. Like, I'm not that petty. It was more so, like, a very powerless feeling moment. So that was unfortunate. I love peanuts. But, yeah, my teeth still hurt. We're still trying to figure that out. And I'm going back to the dentist tomorrow because it gave me, like, a month to, you know, for my... the holes where the teeth were to recover properly. But it's been like 2 weeks, and unfortunately, and I don't know how, I swear I've never had like better dental hygiene than I do right now. I really have not, because of all of the stuff that the doctor gave me to use. But somehow, for some reason, for the 3rd or the 4th time, ever since, you know, that one fateful dentist visit in January that I regret immensely, but there's nothing I can do. My molars, or some of them, not all of them thankfully, but some of them have sprouted cavities again. And ever since I went to the doctor in January, I swear, like 3 or 4 times at this point, just always cavities on those teeth. For some reason, after a few days, they just start to break. I don't know why. There is definitely something wrong. You know, at first we were just observing. I'm 120% convinced. You could even say I'm 420 convinced at this point, percent, that there is definitely something wrong there. I think anyone could say that, but I don't know what it is. So I'm gonna go there tomorrow to talk to him about it. He mentioned us trying like some kind of treatment with fluor or something. So I hope that works. There's gotta be like some deficiency or something going on with those teeth specifically. They are just way too fragile at this point. They hurt all the time. They break all the time. This is gone beyond like you know, just a hypersensitivity, you know. And that has really affected me in some bad ways. And I don't just mean, you know, I'm sad about it and stuff, which obviously I am. But obviously because I'm not able to consume food as well as I could before, I don't feel as energetic as I used to. Not that I was ever that energetic, let's be honest. I was always complaining about being sleepy, and that hasn't really changed. But some things have become quite taxing for me to do. And I wanted to fix that as soon as possible because I miss like eating peanuts and other things that are hard. You know, like candy. That was one of my joys. That's a weird thing to call like a joy of life, but that was like one of my favorite things, was like getting a hard candy and just like crunching it like really hard. I think I talked about that. It's weird, I know, but it was something I enjoyed. It's something I missed, and I'm, you know, we're gonna go there. Maybe there's a treatment for this. Probably there is. It's probably some kind of substance or something. I don't believe it would be like a calcium deficiency, because I have like a tall glass of milk almost every day. That's gonna be taken out of context probably. But I don't think it would be that. Like, I eat a lot of dairy products, even though I shouldn't. But yeah, it's probably something else. I have no idea what it is. Thankfully, it's only affecting those 4 teeth. It's not affecting the rest of my mouth, as far as I can tell, at least. So it's gotta be something that happened when I went to the dentist in January. I don't know. Something happened. Maybe the dentist used a poisonous drill on my teeth that causes them to fall apart or something. I have no idea. But I'm not too worried. I feel like we're gonna figure it out sooner or later. I'm more so just annoyed at, like, you know, the amount of time it's taking, obviously, but also the amount of money that it costs. I really, really wanted to save for, like, you know, switch to into this, into that. It's annoying that I can't, but at least, you know, I'm not going to die of teeth, I hope. We're not out of the woods yet, but I hope. But yeah, that's annoying. They still hurt, but I will live, probably. I miss doing things a lot. I miss more frequently going to walk with my cats, honestly. Actually, tomorrow's their... not really their birthday, more like their... you were brought into this household on this day. How fortunate / unfortunate, depending on your view of life. But yeah, that's tomorrow. I'm gonna buy them one of those little cat cakes, those things that you can give to animals. The pet shop I go to has those, so I'm probably gonna buy one for them.
This must be an
I'm excited about that. As weird as that sounds, is it weird? I don't know. I am excited about it though. And that's about it, I guess. Dentist and cat birthday. So that's quite the something, isn't it? But besides that, things have been well. Generally speaking, I've been, like I said, the past few streams, and by few I mean I haven't done a lot. I've been drawing a lot. It's something I can do. I couldn't do it while I was dizzy because looking down almost killed me. But that's something I can do again. I've been doing that. I've been just existing, I guess, trying not to die. But that's nice. I hope to improve, like, more. I think I'm finally, like, getting the hang of, generally speaking, what I want my art to look like. And I'm very happy about that. And I hope to be able to, like, create more things, you know, safe or not. And yeah, that would be nice. Maybe even if I improve enough, mind you, I don't think I am anywhere near that level of actually being able to do something like that. But were I to improve enough to a capacity that I'm actually satisfied and confident with, I could even take a page out of Void's book and be like, oh, you know, if you give me a $20, I draw the cat or something. You know, I could... that's not something I'm considering for too soon, mind you, but that could be something to think about. Especially if, you know, streaming is going to continue being a bit difficult for the foreseeable future, which I hope it does not. But who knows? Who knows, honestly. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, you know, streaming is difficult or something, chat, but it does take a lot of energy out of me. I guess because I talk a lot. And it's just not something that I can do too frequently. But at least the time isn't being wasted. And I do miss streaming. I honestly felt kind of sad. Good void impression. It wasn't meant to be a void impression, but I'm sure he's flattered. But I actually felt kind of sad doing the thumbnail for the stream. I was like taking screenshots for you know, to put in the dumbass thumbnail. My thumbnails have to like keep getting more and more stupid as time passes. I went to pick screenshots of like my model to put on the thumbnail, and I felt such a disconnect. You know, typically I, you know, don't really feel weird about like, you know, my avatar or anything, but I felt like almost like a nostalgic disconnect. Like it's been such a long time since I even opened like VTube Studio that felt weird and kind of sad. But it did inspire me. I really do want to get better, like very quick. Obviously not just for streaming, it's also just a pain in the ass, but you know, for that as well. But at least I'm, you know, making good use of my time. I'm not just sitting around doing nothing. I'm also studying. I'm not gonna tell you what I'm studying yet. But once I'm more confident in my acquired knowledge in that thing, maybe I'll, you know, maybe I'll do like some, maybe I'll show off a little bit. I'll be like, look, chat, look how good I've gotten at this thing. But yeah, I'm definitely doing things. It's just mostly not the things that are too high energy. Like talking a lot for extended periods of time and stuff. But that's that, I guess, generally speaking. It hasn't been like too eventful. Mostly just, you know, more cavities appeared. I have no idea what's going on, and I sure hope the doctor does. Like I really do. But, oh my god, Tails and Sonic fucking died. Besides that, I've been well. Like I said, drawing a lot. I hope you guys have been doing well as well. The days here are starting to get kind of short. Not too short, but they're shortening. I guess autumn is coming. So I am excited for that. I love the colder seasons. I just hope that, like, at least by June or July or something, you know, I'm doing good again, like during the colder seasons, because I really want to be able to eat like some tasty stuff in winter. That's one of the best parts of winter, is like all the food you can't eat during summer because it's too hot. So here's hoping. Hi there, cute kitty. This was the first and only Sonic game I actually played and finished. I was playing this game during like my dizziness that I was talking about just a few moments ago. I don't know that playing this game while I was feeling dizzy was the best idea, but I actually got pretty decent at it, I think. It took me a long time to get used to the style of gameplay that Sonic Heroes employs. But I honestly, I have grown to appreciate it a lot. It's very... how do I say it? It's very... What's the word? It's very level design oriented, I guess you could say. I don't know if that's even the right term. What I mean is that the game puts like a very big emphasis on like which characters you should be using at which parts of the level, and getting used to that it takes a bit of time. But once you actually do that, you're able to switch characters like without having to think too much about what you're doing, without having to look at the buttons and stuff. You're just kind of switching them on the fly. I honestly think that does help add to this game a sense of speed a lot, because then it's not just like, you know, the sense of speed is about moving fast. It's not just that. It's also just like how quickly the player can react to something and adapt to the situation and the enemies around and that kind of stuff, which is enjoyable. But I did play a lot of it at this point. I did play a lot of this game, and after I finish the super hard mode, I probably will not be playing it for at least a while. But I do really like it. It did indeed become like a much more enjoyable game than it was when I tried to play it without properly understanding what to do. Definitely. So that's nice. I loved seeing your drawing on Twitter. Your style was so cute. Thank you so much. I'm still really proud of that one. It took me a very long time to do that one, mostly because I was not working on it 24/7 or anything. I learned a lot with it, though. Even though I didn't shade it in the end, I was really afraid to ruin it with shading, so I didn't, because I don't understand light and shadow very well. It's just not something I can see very well. But I learned a lot with that drawing about line art, about what works and doesn't work for me. Even more technical things like how I should organize my layering. And What was exploding here? Anyway, even things like how I should organize my layering and that kind of stuff, that was very helpful for that. And the other projects I started after that have been a lot faster to, at least to start, because of the knowledge I acquired with that. And of course, I thank, you know, Void and also everyone that was very patient with me to release that drawing. It took me a long time of teasing, but I hope it was like worth the wait. To me, it definitely was. I'm very happy with that one. It's still like my best drawing in my own personal opinion so far. So I hope other people thought it was, you know, worth the waiting that it took to actually finish it. I also learned a lot about like kind of what inspires me and that kind of stuff. You know, I need a good music to listen to, or like a good track or playlist to listen to. It's pointless for me to try to draw without listening to anything. And I needed to be in like a specific mood. I've been feeling many things, you know, ever since the teeth began to malfunction, which I think has helped a lot in that regard. As weird as it might sound, it actually helped me get more in touch with how I feel about the things, and I feel like when I draw something that I can put my feelings into, it helps a lot more than, you know, just doing like just thinking to myself, I want to do a drawing like this, and then I just go and do that. It doesn't quite work like that. I know it does for Void. I still think it's really impressive how he's just able to you know, be like, I wanted to draw this thing, or I have to draw this thing, and then he just does that and it turns out good. I am not able to do that. I really needed to feel what I want to draw, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. That's kind of a corny kind of thing to say, but it does hold more true than I thought it would. So I'm happy to, you know, be learning about those things. But what that does mean is that I do need to like understand and to streamline my process, I think, so that I don't take too long on something, and then by the time that I'm actually like close to finishing it, I don't feel that thing anymore, and then it just turns out worse, I guess. But I think it's going well. You know, It's going all right. I'm still horrible at backgrounds. I'm probably not gonna be doing backgrounds for a very long time. I'm probably not gonna be doing shading for a while either. Maybe very basic shading. But it's probably gonna be all wrong. But that's okay, because I'm having a good time. And I am learning, you know, slowly with it. So that's also nice. I'm trying to be more positive with myself. Not that I'm negative, usually. I'm just, like, critical. I'm trying to be a bit less critical. But I do think that the things are looking better. The things I'm coming up with, like, that's what makes it easier for me to kind of be a bit more lenient with myself. It's that I'm actually doing things that I'm actually looking at and being like, no, this actually looks good. So that's good. You know, self-acceptance or something. I love Void's new tool and set. I'm sure he's gonna be happy to hear that. I do really like the background on that one. I really wish I could draw backgrounds. That's one of the things that I wish to learn the most. I love beautiful environments a lot. I really wish I could draw like environments and backgrounds and stuff, but other than not having any practice with it or any idea of, like, you know, what composition looks good and looks bad, what works and what doesn't. I also needed to figure out a way of drawing environments that works for my style. I can't just, you know, put a hyper-realistic tree in the background and expect that to work. I also can't just do like an extremely cartoony tree and expect that to work. I only really have any experience in drawing like characters. And the experience I have with that is still very small. So, you know, that's something I could also, you know, try to get better at, but I'm trying not to put too much on my plate. I'm trying to take it slowly, you know. Do this one thing until you're comfortable with it, and then move on to something else. I know it's not everyone's preferred style of learning things, but it works for me. I get overwhelmed very easily if I take in too much at once. So I think it would work well for me to just, you know, take it slowly. But that's basically the art endeavors as of late. Besides that, it's just more of the same. I've been playing some games. I played a lot of Sonic Heroes, like I said. I've been trying to not to think too much about you know, the potential cost of fixing my mouth, and to think more of the, you know, how much I want to just go back to normal. Because if I stop to think too much about some aspects of the situation, I know I'm gonna get sad. I don't want to get sad. And I think that's about it, really. I just in general have missed streaming and talking, both talking to chat as well as just talking. I hope I haven't been like talking too much. But at the same time, it's been such a long time since I've done this. I just wanted to like actually talk about what's been happening and the stuff. I feel like, especially for people that are not in the Discord, you know, it's not a bad idea to give them like, you know, some kind of like, I'm not dead, guys, you know? It's just that things happen. But it is unfortunate that I have not been able to focus on the YouTube channel as much as I wanted to this year. So far, at least, you know, we're still in the first quarter of the year, technically. But it does upset me a bit. I wanted to like get more things done, but I guess it's a good opportunity to learn new skills like drawing. You know, there's nothing wrong in being well versed in multiple things. But yeah, I kind of talked about everything all at once, and we're still in stage 4 out of like 14, and I'm not sure what to talk about anymore. So that's great. Yeah. Yeah. I guess another thing I've been playing. I've been playing a lot of... a friend recommended this to me. And I did not know this existed before. And I've been playing a lot of it, and I've been playing enough of it that I even managed to convince Void to play it, which, given the type of game, that's impressive. I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Emerald Rogue, which is a Pokemon Emerald roguelike, like ROM hack. It's a lot of fun. I've been having a very good time with it, and Void does not like JRPGs. He does not like turn-based battle systems. He does not like the, you know, the disconnection between, like, you know, the overworld travel in those games and, like, the actual battles. He doesn't like how long it takes. But he's gotten super into it, and it's honestly kind of amazing, because ever since we started living together, my dream, as weird as that might sound, was like, I wanted to have a Pokemon battle with Void someday. And, you know, I thought to myself, oh, that's never gonna happen. He doesn't like that kind of game. But honestly, it might happen at this point. So I'm very, very excited for that. And it's just... it's fun in like a... you know, weird, I feel proud kind of way to, you know, tell him about the basics of like type matchups and stuff, and actually see him get really into it and understand the things and make his own strategies. It's like very exciting for me. So that's been a very nice experience. I recommend the Pokemon Emerald Rogue to anyone who's looking for a different kind of Pokemon experience, maybe just to tie you over until Legends ZA comes out. That could be nice. As someone with major dental issues, 5 broken teeth, left waiting for final dental surgery, I understand completely... Oh, Jesus Christ. I understand completely how it feels and how badly it can affect you. Yeah. It's just kind of worrying that, you know, that they're getting cavities. It's weird that they keep breaking. It's like what bothers me the most. But at the same time, I guess at the same time, it does mean that it's something beyond the sensitivity. So I guess I'm thankful that I noticed that they're breaking, instead of, you know, just assuming, oh, they're just sensitive and not thinking much of it. But yeah, it sucks. Teeth stuff sucks. Anything that is like, you know, that was very close to death. Anything that is, you know, it affects your mouth and like you can't eat, well, obviously that's going to be like very annoying. And it has brought me very... for fuck's sake. No, not all right. It has brought me many sadnesses over the past couple months, but at least I'm kind of over it in that regard, thankfully. That still doesn't mean that I am fine with my teeth hurting. I'm not. Did you ever play the video game crossover called Nicktoons Unite before? Isn't that like the Super Smash Brothers like a game with like Nickelodeon characters? I've heard of it. I think when it came out, I even had like some people I was following like being very serious about it, and like the viability of certain characters and stuff. That was interesting to see. But I've never played it myself. Fighting Void, you should beat him up until he begs for forgiveness. I don't know what he would be begging for forgiveness for, but I do agree that it's a good idea. I thought he was a super fan of Pokemon considering his drawings. I mean, with a franchise as big as Pokemon, even though it does kind of hurt my how do I put this in a way that doesn't make me sound like a complete jackass? Even though it kind of does wound my Pokemon video game pride a little, I do have to admit that there's like no one way to be a quote-unquote fan of Pokemon. He does watch he did watch like most of the Pokemon anime. We're gonna probably go back to that soon. We're taking a break from it. And he is like playing the games and the stuff. He knows the characters, that kind of stuff. He enjoys the card game a lot. I would say he's a fan in his own way. I don't know if he considers himself a fan. I would say that he has like enough history with the franchise at this point that you probably be able to, but I don't know how he feels. Oh Jesus, this sucks. This sucks. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to have like a... I've already died like 3 times in this one part. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to have like a team attack ready for that part, but I don't. That's gonna be hard. At least they're providing me with a 1-up that I completely ignored my past 2 deaths. So I'm not going to game over here, I hope. This is only stage 4. We still have quite a few to go. I don't know if this mode saves, by the way. Like, I don't know if I can, you know, try to go as far as I can, or, you know, if I can save and come back to it a different day, or, you know, if everything is gonna be erased from existence the moment I quit this mode. I have no idea. I maybe should have looked into that. Oh my god.
Got it.
Ah, this sucks. Okay, I'm feeling the where the difficulty is coming from, I guess. That's an energy storage tank, he says. Yeah, that's just energy. That's not like magma or something. You know, if you open like a power outlet in your house, it's gonna look just like that. I love that they are saying all these things actually. Like, I hope you're not expecting me to actually be listening to what you're saying. Something about defeating enemies. Why am I not Tails? I thought I switched to him.
Let's go.
Okay. I'm fine. I'm not fine. That's not very fair. To just shoot me just like that. I guess I should switch to Sonic before going to the top part and then just do like his tornado attack. I guess that would work. The video game crossover game of the Nicktoons Unite SpongeBob SquarePants team up. Okay, I think I get the idea. Oh my god. Why was he still spiky? You saw that. That was not my fault. But yeah, I think I get the idea. That actually reminds me of, what is it? It reminds me of, I don't know what the game's name is, but there is for the GameCube, which I found out only recently. There is some weird Hudson, back when Hudson was like still a thing, Hudson Soft. who is it? It's like Hudson and like Namco, I think, and like I think Takara Tomy, which is like a toy manufacturer in Japan. I think something like that. I'm not a professional. There's like a Super Smash Brothers like game with the characters from those three like companies on the GameCube, and it's just bizarre to me that I never heard of it. But it's pretty great. Just the fact that it exists. I died again. I'm not even gonna mention that. You can, you know, play as this doll that I don't know who she is because I'm not from Japan. And you can just have her kick the crap out of Bomberman on a train. So that's great. You know, nobody talks about that. How come? Everyone is always talking about Melee. Nobody's ever talking about that game. Where's the competitive scene of that game, huh? Is Bomberman top tier? Is this the doll girl top tier? It also has like those, I don't know what they're called. I have always wanted to play those games, but I never have. That baseball series with like the very chibi characters that I think not too many years ago one of those games came out on the Switch, actually in the West. I think it was like the first time that those games were localized. With like, I don't know how to explain it. It's a baseball simulator management game, kind of game. It looks really cute. I would love to play it someday. But yeah, those characters are also in there. There's, I think Goemon is there. I don't recall. The Super Smash Brothers game that nobody talks about, I guess. Oh my god, this sucks. Just die. Okay. There we go. That took forever. But there we go. What's next? Oh no. I think Casino Park is next. I like casinos well enough, but I hate the stage. It's just not fun. I'm gonna bet they're gonna put like bottomless pits on every like casino table or something.
This entire city is like a giant casino.
Buildings and roads are all part of a pinball table. Pretty cool.
Thank you for the exposition. Or maybe not. Maybe I just get to skip the whole pinball part. Okay, no, I don't. What I dislike about it is just how difficult it feels to control the characters. Like, they're not awful or anything, but they're not particularly enjoyable to control.
Leave it to me.
Got it.
But it's okay. Mostly the challenges are what really ruins this level for me.
Got it.
Jeez. Are you okay? Hey. Ow. Excuse you. I was looking at the fox.
Watch out!
Don't really like how the lava goes faster if you go faster. Flawed design. The lava is sentient, obviously. I mean the energy. Did you know that if you make a sentient energy, that it's more, the energy is better. Did you know? Something like that. I don't know. I put Metal Sonic in the thumbnail. I put the dumbass meme Metal Sonic in the thumbnail. But I don't even know if I'm gonna get to fight him in this. seem to be skipping every boss in super hard mode, so maybe he won't be there either? I have no idea. I hope so, because otherwise I'm just gonna feel stupid that I bothered to put him in the thumbnail. He's so whiny in this game too. I like my Metal Sonic quiet. I don't dislike him in this game or anything, but he's very whiny. He's very whiny boy. Morpho will bet on the casino level. I mean, in this game, there's nothing for you to win or lose, to be honest.
Leave it to me.
I'm not gonna bet that I'll do well, though. Did you guys miss how awkward I can be on stream? I sure did. Like, actually did. I swear Knuckles is saying shit. He is actually saying shit. He was told by the recording studio to make him have that inflection. What? Is that true?
Let's go.
I never put much thought into it. I admit. My life? Yes. My life in real life? I never put that much thought into what he's saying. Is he actually? Jesus. Knuckles, this is not Shadow the Hedgehog yet. That's the next game. You cannot be profane in this one.
Got it.
Oh my god. Speaking of Shadow the Hedgehog, please allow me to indulge in commenting on / making fun of a recent
Leave it to me.
development I've been seeing on the internet. So Shadow the Hedgehog was like, I think it was supposed to be rated the T14 when they were developing it, and around the time it was being developed, if I understand correctly, the E10 rating came into existence. So they were like, okay, let's make it E10 instead. So they actually had to tone down a few things. Recently, I think it was confirmed that Pokemon Legends ZA is going to be E10 instead of E for everyone, like every other Pokemon game so far, Pokemon mainline game so far has been. And I've been seeing so many people on social media especially talk about how excited they are to see a more mature Pokemon game. And I don't know if they're being like sarcastic about it. I don't know if they're just messing around or if they're actually being serious. But that really stood out to me, because it's like, bro, you know, there's people that are saying that have played the games since they were like 5, and like, let's say that those people are like 30 now. You are aware that you're talking about an E10 rating, right? Like, that is, you know, not fine for, you know, infants, but if the kid is like the same age as Ash Ketchum, they can play it, right? You're aware that that's what you're talking about, right? That it's for 10-year-olds? What kind of mature storytelling are you expecting? I need to know. It's like, I swear, at least from the comments I have personally seen, these people are behaving like Legend ZA is like the first R-rated Pokemon game. Bro, it's 10 plus. That's it. And to be honest, I would not even be surprised if it was... Oops. I would not even be surprised if it was rated 10 plus for like some... Maybe the SRB like made some rules for like what is okay content that should be considered E for everyone, and what is like... you know, more mature, quote unquote. Maybe they made it more strict, is what I'm trying to say. I even saw some people saying that, oh my god, does that mean they're gonna bring back the game corner? No, they're not gonna bring back the game corner. The game corner was removed because the games, I think, in Europe would get like an automatic 18 plus rating. Automatic 18 plus rating if it has gambling in it. I think. Do you think that means that Sonic Heroes would also get an automatic 18 plus rating in Europe if it released nowadays? Because, you know, it has like the casino that I'm currently in. But yeah, that was just, you know, I just needed to make fun of that, I guess. Not that I think it's wrong for people to be excited about something. It's okay. It was just kind of hilarious to me that, you know, people were treating that the Legend ZA 10 plus rating like Chikorita is gonna show up on screen and tell you to go fuck yourself, you know? I don't know. Oh my god, they will say bad words now. Heck yeah, I'm 8. I don't think it'll even get to the point of, like, you know, actual Shadow the Hedgehog saying damn. Like, I don't think that's gonna happen in Legend ZA. Maybe it will, I don't know. Maybe, you know, maybe AZ fucking dies live on stream in the game. I don't know. Maybe they'll surprise me, but I really think people are overreacting. Just a little bit. Theos dies. Yeah. I don't know why I died in that part, actually. I just got impatient, I guess. Just try to rush the bottomless pits. Don't rush the bottomless pits in life. It does not lead to good... Excuse me. It does not lead to good situations. Excuse me, everybody. Excuse me.
Yes.
Okay, well that's 5. Not halfway there yet, but almost. I think all Sonic games should be 18, but not because of the games. Well, I mean, I get it, but also, if you're gonna go that far, everything ever should be 18 plus only, you know? Not that I don't think that, you know, kids should not be able to play games and the stuff. Obviously, I think entertainment should be for all ages. But it would be interesting to see some video game franchises making, like... Not that I'm saying they would. I don't think that would ever happen. I'm not delusional. But it would be very interesting to see what some developers can come up with if they... I don't know if, like, fucking Nintendo was like, okay, you know what? We are going to make R-rated Mario. Like, that's just the thing we're gonna do now. Not necessarily, you know, like, every game from now on is gonna be R-rated, but there's gonna be this one Mario game that is gonna be, like, you know, 18 plus, mature only, do not to show this to any member of your family or they will disown you, kind of thing, you know? That would be interesting to see, I bet. Man, I can't believe that they... I can't believe that they beheaded Luigi and then they used his... they used his head to... you know what? I'm gonna stop there before I end up saying something that I probably shouldn't be on YouTube. I can't believe they beheaded Luigi and then used his head to do things that are very not Christian with Bowser. Oh man, I can't believe Nintendo went there. Although, speaking of, like, 18 plus and the Sonic and the stuff... Really? I noticed something recently in my in my overindulgence in Sonic-related media, mostly in the games, that I hadn't noticed before. The Sonic Adventure games, especially Adventure 2, this is not something I had ever noticed. There's a lot of vocal songs in that game. A lot of the Knuckles stages play songs that have vocals in them. But one thing I never noticed until recently is how often they mention Knuckles' feet in the songs, like in the lyrics. Like, they talk about his feet a lot. Like, a lot. So that was interesting. You know, not that I was complaining before, but now I'm honestly... I honestly am now convinced that, you know, certain behaviors are encouraged by, you know, Sonic Team and the Sega at this point, because... you know, that was interesting. They talk about his feet all the time. It was even... I think it's... What song is it? I think it's... Unknown from ME. I don't know how you pronounce that song at all. But there's this part where they just straight up say Knuckles and feet. And I was just laughing my ass off at that. Void was laughing too. And... You know, he was like, you know, he was laughing, but it's one of those things that is like, oh, I heard them saying Knuckles and the feet. And I was like, no, that's exactly what they said. He didn't believe me at first. I don't blame him. I wouldn't believe it either if I didn't already know. Well, that was a strange realization that I came to. Very, very interesting, the lyrics to those songs. If you never paid attention to them before, it's a good laugh.
I'll take care of them.
Well, that was interesting. Nintendo did used to own love hotels and sold porn playing cards. I mean, yes, but in the past is like, you know, the key word here, or you know, the key. The key part of the sentence, whatever you want to call it. I can words. Like, that's the thing. In the past, you know? That's not something they would do nowadays. I know that they own, like... that one Mario movie... a porno parody. Because they don't want it to be distributed, is from what I understand. Although I do enjoy, in kind of a disgusted way, whenever, you know, every few years, some random gaming news site randomly decides to make a big deal out of it, just to have like a clickbaity article that they can make some money off of. And they're like, did you know that Nintendo owns porn? And it's like, no context. You don't need the context for that. Just put that in the headline and hope people will click on it. It bothers me, but at the same time, it's a bit of a rite of passage to see that every few years and be like, you know what? In one way or another, the order of the world is still present, you know?
Okay.
In one way or another, they are still milking this. So why is this X's? Can I not go in there?
Too cool.
Yeah, I too love being barred from whatever this is. I too think it's cool. Knuckles. Meanwhile, Tails screams gay. Tails is saying things, Knuckles is saying things. Sonic is the only Christian member of Sonic, of Team Sonic in this game, clearly.
Got it. Level up.
Sonic is the only one that, you know, he went to church. He went to Sunday school. He knows he's not supposed to say some things. Or maybe he does.
Got it.
Leave it to me.
Got
I don't like the metal enemies a lot. I don't like them at all, actually. Having to actually switch to Tails to stun them and then to Knuckles to actually hurt them is a pain. Go up! Oh my god. Oh my god! Okay, thank god. Hello? Oh yeah, yeah, sure. I did that. Should I be worried? Knuckles? Tails? I don't want to pull that if I'm at this much risk of death. Why did it take you so long? Oh my god, let them go. Are they actually just dead? Oh, that's not good. Oh, I'm terrified. I don't like that they put the same button for like the acceleration in this game is the same button as the one you have to press to pull the switches.
Ready anytime.
Oh, can I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, there you go. They're back. Through the magic of team attack, I have resuscitated them. Man, like, I know that they made that to look cool and all. And, like, I don't have a problem with it necessarily.
All right.
But when I was doing this stage for, like, the challenges, and I had to watch that... oh. And I had to watch that...
Got it.
that kind of cutscene of them going through that tunnel, like, 7 times.
There's more.
I wanted to do terrible things to everyone involved.
Leave it to me.
Got it.
I hope that this doesn't turn into that again. Did they get caught by the float robots? There aren't any in this part, are there? I don't see any. Maybe I already killed them. I think they were just crushed by this and then just fell through the world or something.
Got it.
Yeah, see, it just happened again. Oh my god. Can I break these? Oh, I can. Oh, okay. That changes things a little. Okay, that was great. He was just there. He was just chilling.
Let's go.
My god, this is like Nintendo NES remix music. This is like Nintendo tries to convince me that the Wrecking Crew is a game that I should play for the billionth time music. It does sound like Wrecking Crew.
Ready anytime.
No, I'm not. I'm terrified, actually. Please stop dancing around the pinball table, Sonic, please. Sonic, please.
Really steep here. Be careful.
It's not steep at all. It's just bottomless. Ah!
Got it.
Oh, okay, and then Sonic is alive again. Pancake Sonic, that's gotta be something someone is into. Oh no. Oh no. I've seen a lot of, you know, DeviantArt artwork of like the opposite of that. But I don't know. I mean, if that is something someone is into, good for them, but not on this stream, please. This is not the I'm not a Sonic fan. So don't assume I'm into that kind of thing. I mean, who knows, but you know, I don't actually see myself as like a Sonic fan. That is like actually a thing. I don't know, I feel like the definition of fan is like very personal. It's very loose and very personal. It very much goes from person to person, but I don't see myself as like you know, what you would call a Sonic fan. I enjoy the games, some of them at least. I don't mind playing the bad ones for like a laugh. I like the characters, but I don't know that I would go out of my way to be like, oh, I'm such a big fan of this thing. Like, would I be able to live in a world without Sonic? Like, can I imagine myself living in a world without the Sonic franchise? Yes. Can I imagine myself living in a world without the Toho franchise? Also yes, but I would be a lot more sad. So that's basically like my definition. It's like, can I imagine myself living in a world where this doesn't exist? Yes. So I guess I'm not that big of a fan. I don't know. It's also just one of those things that like, what's really the point of me really calling myself like, you know, oh, I'm a Sonic fan or something, and then it's like I don't know anyone that might even be influential in like from like the developers to like the people that are part of like the fan base. I don't know like the more obscure characters or something. I'm not gonna make a fool out of myself and be like, oh yeah, I'm a Sonic fan, and then someone is like, who is this, you know, name every Devil May Cry character, and then I'm like, oh god, there's Dante, there's Virgil, and then I don't know anyone else, you know, that kind of thing. I do enjoy the games. I wouldn't say that, you know, a Sonic game being announced is equal to getting a direct injection of dopamine to my head. Although, to be honest, nothing kind of is. I'm not the overhyped kind of person. I do get excited for things, but never really to the level of like, I can't sleep so excited I'm about it. Like, it's okay. But you know, if it's like a really good Sonic game, like I remember when Frontiers came out, I was like, I have no idea what this is gonna be like, but then when like people actually started to talk about it, they were like, oh, it's really good, actually, surprisingly really good. And I was like, okay, I would like to play that. But I don't think that I would go out of my way to be like, oh, you know, new Sonic game announced, oh my god, I need to get the pre-order deluxe edition with extra costume, some obscure character that nobody remembers, you know? I'm a weird one. I'm a Mobian fan more than a Sonic fan. Oh, Jesus Christ! What is happening? It's not supposed to do that, is it? I only ever played this one, and then only once. I just enjoy the characters and world. That's fair too. I played, I think, most of the games. Recently, Project Unleashed came out on PC, right? And I wanted to try that out, like I really do. But I haven't yet. I never played Unleashed. I never played like 06. I do look forward to the day Project 06 releases in full, because I would honestly like to know what that game's story is about. It seems very wacky, but I'm into that. But you know, I've played the games. Do I know like them too hard or something even? No, not really. I think my favorite one, if I had to pick like a favorite to Sonic game, that's kind of difficult. But I think probably I would pick like, I just really like I'm a weird person, as I'm sure many of you probably already know. If I had to pick a favorite one, I might pick Sonic CD, but just because of the music and the background. The backgrounds just look beautiful. Would you pick a game as your favorite because of the backgrounds? I would. So yeah, probably I would pick CD, but even then, it's like, but I also really like Sonic Generations, the console version of Generations. I really like. I think as far as gameplay is concerned, even though I understand it's not for everyone, the console Generations was like the first time that I actually felt like I was having a lot of fun with a Sonic game, like a very extra amount of fun. So I would say that one would be my favorite gameplay wise. I played the 3DS version as well, and I like it also, but it's not... Like, I don't really think the two of them compare. The console version just has more stuff going for it, but the 3DS version is also fun. I have Frontiers on my PS5 installed, just haven't launched it yet. Other games keep coming out and just putting it farther down my two playlists. I understand kinda how that is, actually. I feel like I've had Luigi's Mansion 3 for like some 2 years now. And I really wanted to play it, but I just don't. I just keep playing other things. I really enjoyed the Dark Moon, and I even played the Luigi's Mansion 1 here on stream. I think I would enjoy 3, but I just haven't gotten to it yet. The western rails in the canyon, fun. I think this stage visually might be one of my favorites, even though it caused me great grief the first time I played this game, because I kept falling off, and then I just kind of... Eventually, I kind of learned that, like, the care you have to take around these rails.
You want a race?
I'm pretty sure there's a stage, not, you know, exactly like this, but Rail Canyon as a stage is in Shadow Generations, actually, which I have not played yet. I got Sonic X Shadow Generations on Switch because I wanted to... I have Sonic Generations on Steam. I wanted to have it anywhere. Now that I think about it, I could have played on the deck, which is not something I considered, I guess. I just haven't gotten to Shadow Generations yet. I've just been playing Sonic Generations again. And then I got to like the part before the final boss. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to do the challenges for like, you know, I'm gonna have to do the challenges for Planet Wisp and stuff. I don't like Planet Wisp at all, by the way. That's like my least favorite stage. And then I just got kind of lazy and I didn't actually finish it yet. I probably will at some point. But I just didn't get to Shadow Generations yet. But I know that Rail Canyon is a stage on it because I saw like the stage list. So that's exciting. Shadow is like, obviously, you know, you don't need a super, you know, relevant, deep story for a video game to exist. Like, you know, Nintendo made, you know, Breath of the Wild thinking of gameplay first, and then they actually thought of a story, and that's just fine. I'm fine with that approach. But one fun thing I noticed about the Sonic Heroes, as it fits in the overall Sonic Adventure, am I gonna die? Yes, I am gonna die. As it fits in the overall Sonic Adventure series story,
Got it.
is that Shadow is like the only point of relevance in this entire game. Because it's like, you know, right after Adventure 2, oh, Shadow is dead AF. And then, you know, oh, he's actually alive. And Eggman was like keeping him. And like a in gay baby jail, and there's like this funny robot that was supposed to watch him, but he doesn't like Eggman for some reason. I don't really know if that's ever really explained. And you know, Rouge appears and she's like, "Oh, I know who you are. Do you want to recover your memory? Oh, you need to find Dr. Eggman and stuff." And like, that's basically the only part of this game in specific that is even referenced in future games. Because, you know, events of like Adventure and Adventure 2 come up kind of often. The whole deal with Shadow's memory from Shadow the Hedgehog obviously comes up in Shadow Generations. And then Sonic Heroes is just kind of there. It's just kind of, yeah, you know, Shadow is still alive, yo, and that's about it. Like, they put Tomato in this game. I'm gonna game over, chat. I don't want to game over. They put Tomato in this game, but he doesn't come back after this, like, at all. He just kind of appeared out of nowhere and then disappeared again, as they always do to him. And like, that was it. So he was definitely not a figure that remained very relevant. It was really just like Shadow and his memory, and then I guess in Sonic 06, Omega's existence, which is like, oh, you know, this dude is from Sonic Heroes. If you never played with that, he's from there. But it's not like Sonic Heroes really gives Omega like deep lore or anything. He is a robot. He doesn't like Eggman, even though he was created by Eggman. That's it. That's the Omega lore as far as I understand. Oh, do I have to press all three of these? Okay. Did I do it? Okay, that was weird. Does this let me skip this part? No, it does not. I came down here in the hopes that I would find like a 1-up. Maybe like some power-ups. Nope. Oh, maybe I can use the Team Blast. I don't know that the Team Blast is gonna reach that far. I hope it does. I am in trouble if it doesn't. Oh, I am in a lot of trouble.
Okay.
Let's go. Yay.
Well, that didn't work.
There they are.
Alright, what am I gonna do?
Leave them to me, Sonic.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I want to finish at least this stage, because then I can say I did like a half in super hard mode. Can I resume? Or does this start me? Ah, okay. Well, that was rather unceremonious, wasn't it? Well, that's as far as I'll get, I guess. I'm not doing this all over again. So I guess that's as far as my very super hard run has gone. Maybe someday I can actually finish it. Maybe I'll even do it on stream, but maybe not. I guess if you would like, since, you know, I was talking about Shadow and everything, I guess I would not be against doing like Team Dark as a story. Just because it's like the more involved one that isn't like Team Chaotix, that is involved in some ways, but is mostly just kind of its own thing. It's Team Sonic, Team Rose, and Team Dark, the way this game works, they're basically all the same stages at varying levels of difficulty. Team Rose is like the easy mode, Team Sonic is like normal, Team Dark is the hard mode, and then Team Chaotix is like the explore and find the things mode. I guess I would not be against playing through the entirety of Team Dark's story. on stream at some point. But that's I guess that's where we stand currently today. My challenge to very hard failed halfway through, but I still had a good time. And also I'm hungry and I don't know what else to talk about, so I think I'm gonna call it here. I know it's a bit of a short stream, especially after I've been gone for so long, but I hope you guys still had a good time. I enjoyed talking to you guys. Recently I updated the Discord. If you are like a member for at least a week, there's like some channels you can join. I had to do it like that for, you know, the spam reasons, but you know, if you are a part of the Discord for that long, there's some stuff you can join now. You can take a look at that later. Other than that, I do hope that you guys enjoyed. And I do hope to be back soon, genuinely. I miss talking and streaming and the stuff. I will just have to wait and see. Maybe tomorrow the dentist will tell me something that is gonna make me really excited, and I'll just stream more regularly, and I'll just, you know, get better very quick. Maybe he'll tell me something that'll just make me really sad. But whatever happens, you can always find me on Twitter or on Discord, you know, that kind of stuff. And I'm sorry I've been gone for so long. I just really have to take care of myself now, and that's just something I have to accept. And I hope you guys can also hang in there. But thank you all for the support. Thank you for always hanging around. You know, just thank you in general. Just thank you for just, even if you know you are, you know, just talking to me on the Discord. Thanks. I really do appreciate that. It's nice to be able to just be able to take care of myself and chill without being afraid that when I come back, nobody's gonna remember that I existed and I'm gonna have to like basically start from zero. But yeah, that's about it, you guys. I do hope you enjoyed it. Again, I said that a bit. I'm turning into Wendigoon, and as always, thank you for watching. Yeah, I hope you guys had a good time. I did. And I hope you don't become afraid of Knuckles and his songs and their obsession with his feet after this stream, because maybe I just imparted some very cursed knowledge on you. Or maybe you're happy with that. I don't know. I'm not judging. But regardless, thank you guys for watching, and whatever the next stream is, I hope I will see you guys there. Bye bye. Oh yeah, and I will update you all on the Discord as usual. If I don't post updates here on YouTube, I want to leave it for, like, you know, the streams. But you know, if you want me to like make a Twitter post or something, I guess I could do that. But otherwise, you know, I'll be updating people on Discord. I'm not gonna die, don't worry. But yeah, that's about it. Bye bye.